Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. As you know, Amanda, Jessica, and I did a 4-part collaboration called How Many Years of Blank Do I Have? We started with eyeshadows, then we went to, what did we do after that? I can't remember the exact order, but we did eyeshadows, lip products, highlighter, and blush. We stopped there for a couple of reasons. One, because not all of us have gigantic hoards of every category that wasn't covered. For example, bronzer. Amanda doesn't have a ton of bronzer. I have a bajillion bronzers. I don't know what Jessica has, but we just decided to kind of stop it there. Also because we were getting a lot of assistance from our friend Yana, who had a micro scale at the lab that she was working at, and she's no longer there. I believe it was like an internship kind of arrangement, and that has ended, and so we no longer have access to our micro scale. So the project for How Many Years has ended, but we're not ready to stop beating that dead horse yet. Somewhere during this process, Amanda received a really interesting message from one of our followers named Shab. I think that's how you pronounce her name. It's S-H-A-B, Shab. You know who you are. I don't know if it's Shab. I'm from Chicago, so I pronounce everything with like a like Shab, but I think it's actually Shab. Anyways, Shab left a really interesting comment on one of Amanda's videos. I'm going to paraphrase it now for you guys, but basically she said, "Not sure if you guys would be interested, but I think it would be an interesting video to do the counter of what you've been doing. So instead of how much do you have and how long it takes to use it up, show what a year's worth of product looks like. Show a realistic makeup collection if you want to go through all products within a year." And the three of us loved that idea. So thank you so much, Shab, for the idea. We thought it was absolutely brilliant, and we've decided to make a video all about it. So this video is showing you guys what 1 year's worth of highlighter, blush, lip products, and eyeshadow looks like according to the numbers that we have been using for the How Many Years series. So that's what we did. Before I forget, Amanda and Jessica have posted their videos today as well. So if you haven't seen them yet, please go check them out. I will leave their videos linked down below so you could just click on the link and go watch it, because we have been having so much fun throughout this process. I mean, not only has it been fun to kind of go through my stuff and look at it with a different set of eyes, but it has been so much fun to see what their videos have been like and kind of compare our videos to each other. We then, of course, watch them and then chat about it afterwards. So we've obviously been having a ton of fun doing this series. And so this is just taking it one step further. So how did I do that? Well, I went back to the Sheets app that we've been using throughout this whole process, and I kind of backtracked. So I took a blank sheets, put in the calculation for each individual product. So let's start with lip products. I put in the math calculation for the lip products, and then I kept plugging in numbers until I got what amounted to 1 year. Because I said that I wear lip products 6 days a week, and I tend to wear 3 products a day, or at least apply lip products 3 times a day, the final calculation for lips was that I should be able to use up 0.6 ounces of lip products in 1 year. So I have created 2 scenarios for each of these categories. I am going to be putting a picture of what I'm going to be calling scenario 1 right up here so that you guys can keep an eye on it while I'm talking about scenario 1. So let's talk about lip products for scenario 1. So once I realized that according to our calculations, about 1 year of lip products is 0.6 ounces of product, I went to my makeup and started creating different combinations until I got to 0.6. So for scenario 1, this amount of products is 0.6 ounces of lip products. These are all brand new or almost brand new, like used one time products. So I decided to grab a lot of these like pencils just because I love using these, and I grabbed one like lip gloss kind of thing. So let me go through them really quick. This is a Korres Twist lipstick in the shade Raspberry Twist, and it looks like this. I think I've probably used it once. That's it, completely rolled down. I also grabbed this NARS. This was the half of the birthday gift we got from Sephora one year. Again, I believe I've used it once. So while I'm doing that, the Korres one is 0.09 ounces. This one is 0.05 ounces, so we're up to 0.14 ounces. This Lord and Berry lip pencil is 0.06, so we're up to 20, right? 0.2. This MAC patent polished lip pencil in French Kiss is 0.08, so we're at 0.28. This NYX Simply Nude, this is a brand new one, is 0.11, so that's 39, right? And this Korres lip gloss is 0.21, which brings us to 0.6. I did it. I did the math. So according to our calculations, this is 1 year's worth of lip products. Now, I don't know if this is 1 year's worth of lip products for me, guys. I don't know. But according to our calculations, this is 1 year's worth of lip products. Okay, let's move on to blush. For blush, my calculations, if I wear blush 6 days a week and I apply 2 blushes a day, which I always do because I use a cream and a powder blush every day, the amount that equals 1 year's worth of blush is 0.43. And so for scenario 1, I ended up with 2 products. One is the Benefit Posy Tint. This is like a deluxe sample, I believe, and there's 0.13 fluid ounces.
Oh, baby, I knew it.
And Benefits, oh, they're both Benefit. That's just a coincidence. Benefits Dallas, and this is just a brand new blush. There's 0.32 ounces. So this actually equals 13 plus 32, 42, 40. This is actually 0.45, so it's 0.02 ounces above what they say I should be able to finish in 1 year, but it's about as close as I could get. Here's Benefits Dallas if you've never seen it. It's a really pretty dusty, like nude rose color. So according to our calculations, this is 1 year's worth of blush product if you apply a liquid and a powder every day. Let's move on to highlighter. For highlighter, according to our calculations, we should be using 0.55 ounces of highlighter in a year. Now, I have some warning bells going off at this point because I don't know if I use 0.12 ounces more of highlighter than blush in a year. Now I do multitask highlighter. I use it on my eyes. I use it, you know, here, 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 here. Like I do multitask highlighter. So I suppose it's possible, but when you see how much highlighter I should be able to use in a year, I'm getting a little suspicious about the math, okay? So according to those calculations, I have a handful of highlighters here that I should be able to finish in a year. I should be able to finish the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator Palette, which is these 3 right here. This is Ballerina, Gilded Honey, and Peach Glow. Plus, I should be able to finish this e.l.f. blush. It's called a blush, it's not a blush. It's a highlighter in Gotta Glow, which is 0.17 ounces. So right here off the bat, we're at 21 plus 17, 38. We're at 38. Plus, I should be able to finish a ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlight in Butterfly Beach. Plus, I should be able to finish this Bare Minerals Loose Highlighter in Clear Radiance. For the highlighter, I did put in the calculation that I would be applying 2 highlighters a day, 1 cream, 1 powder. That's what I've been doing throughout all of 2018, so I kept those numbers. So for highlighter, it is 6 days a week and 2 highlighters. These products combined are 0.55 ounces of highlighter. I don't know if I could finish all that in a year. I don't know. But according to the math, this is 1 year's worth of highlighter. Finally, for scenario 1, for eyeshadow, I decided to go with the calculation I went in when we did the video for how many years of eyeshadow do I have. And I put in that I would apply eyeshadow 6 days a week, and I would generally use 4 shadows each day. That's a rough estimate. I talked about it in that video. Sometimes I do 1 shadow looks, and sometimes I can put on 8 shadows on my eyes. So I went with 4 just as an average, but according to those calculations, I should be able to use up about 0.89 ounces of eyeshadow in 1 year. Let me show you what 0.89 ounces of eyeshadow looks like. It looks like the Wet n Wild Original Comfort Zone palette. I would be able to pan that entire palette completely. Plus a single from NYX in Girl Talk, one of these. Plus another eyeshadow palette. This is the BH Cosmetic Enhancing Eyes palette in Beautiful Brown Eyes, and it looks like this. So according to our calculations, I should be able to use up all 3 of these things completely in 1 year. I was having so much fun getting all this together last night that I decided to do an entirely second scenario of all of these products, just so we could compare some different products together. So let's move on to scenario 2. I'm going to be putting a picture up here of the overall picture of scenario 2. Let's start with lip products once again. For this project, I decided to pick one of the products with the largest amount of product in it, and that is this brand new Victoria's Secret lip balm in Pink Sugar. It still has the seal on it. It's never been opened. It's brand new, and there are 0.58 ounces of lip product. So this is basically 1 year's worth of lip product right here, but there were 0.02 ounces short, and I actually found a product with 0.02 ounces in it, and that is a sample of Trustique. It is a mini matte lip crayon. There are 0.02 ounces, and this is the shade Belize Bordeaux. This is a really berry wine shade, at least from what it looks like. It is brand new. I've never even swatched it. These are not colors I gravitate towards, but there's only 0.02 ounces, so if I'm not gonna get rid of it, I should keep it and use it. So these two together, applied 3 times daily, is 1 year's worth of lip products. Okay, for blush, you guys are gonna love this. 0.43 ounces for 1 year's worth of blush, assuming I apply blush twice daily. I always do, like I said earlier, a cream blush topped off with a powder blush. So let's start off with this little blush called Peach Pink. It's from the company Elizabeth Mott, and it says right on here that there's 0.1 ounces in here. This is very similar in size to the blush that I've been panning all year in 2018 and have not finished yet. But according to our calculations, this is only 0.1 and I need to get to 0.43, so let's keep going. I would also be able to finish this entire brand new Dream Bouncy blush in Peach Satin. It's never been used, but that's not it, because that's only 0.19, so we're only at 0.29. I would also be able to finish this sample of the Too Faced Love Flush and Justify My Love. This is 0.07. So we're up to 0.36, plus I would be able to finish all 4 of these Bare Mineral loose blushes. Okay, okay. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. It seems like a lot of blush, but according to our calculations, that is 1 year of blush. Let's move on to highlighter. Okay, for highlighter, we got to get to 0.55 again. I have 2 cream products, I have 2 powder products, and that got me there because one of them is massive, and that is this L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This is the, I think this is just called Golden? I'm not sure. I'm looking for a shade because this did come in 3 different shades. I have 2 of them. I've never used them even once. This is totally brand new. It looks like this, and there are 0.31 ounces of product in here. So this is massive. That's more than half. Well, that's about half of the total amount of highlighter I should be able to use in the year. So I also added on another 0.02 of Bare Minerals. So that is 0.33. And then I added on 2 cream products, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, that's 0.17, and another sample from Trustique. Well, I don't know if this is a sample or not, but this is 0.04. So together, we are right at 0.55 for these 4 products. So this is 1 year of highlighter according to our calculations. All right, finally, let's move on to eyeshadow for scenario 2. I wanted to look at my singles. You guys know I am obsessed with all of my depotted powder products. I have been through 2018. It's gonna keep going in 2019. I'm telling you that right now. In order to get to 0.89 ounces of eyeshadow, which is according to our calculations, 1 year's worth of eyeshadow, if I apply eyeshadow 6 days a week and I use 4 shadows each day, it would take 14 single eyeshadows in the standard size pan of eyeshadow. This is actually a Makeup Geek shadow right here. These are not all Makeup Geek that I've pulled. Some are from Looksy Beauty, some are from a company called Lala Cosmetics, and there might be 1 or 2 MAC shadows in here as well. According to Makeup Geek, there are 0.064 ounces of product in each of these pans, so that's the number that I went with, and it would take 1 year to use 14 full-size brand new eyeshadows of this pan size. So I'm gonna insert a picture of just those eyeshadows up here so you can see them, because I'm holding them all right here, but I don't want to drop them. But basically I have 5 on top. You can see I'm a mess. I have 5 eyeshadows on top, so I'd have to finish all 5 of those, plus I would have to finish all 9 of these. Now, if you have been following my panning journey throughout 2018, you will know that I've been panning a palette that has 6 eyeshadows, just 6. Now, I have not been 100% faithful to that palette alone. There were plenty of days where I did not use that palette for eyeshadow. I always used the blush, I always used the bronzer, but I did not always use all of the eyeshadows, or at least 4 of the eyeshadows every day. I had put other eyeshadows in other projects throughout the year, and I would go to those a couple of times a week. So I cannot say that I used that palette with fidelity 6 days a week with 4 shadows a day. I cannot. It did not happen in 2018. But I am so far away from having finished 14 full-size eyeshadows, it is not even funny. So as I was creating these scenarios last night, I texted Amanda and Jessica and I said, I can already tell that this is too much makeup for me personally to use. It's too much. I can't use up this much makeup in a year. The numbers are way off for my personal makeup use up based on my last 2 years of project panning. And Amanda got the message first, and her reply was, I don't think it's enough, which cracks me up, because if you guys follow Amanda D, you know that that woman can fly through some makeup. She is all about makeup use up. She's very good at it, and you can compare her empties to mine, and you know that she is using up makeup faster than me. We joke about it. We make fun of her. It's a little inside joke that, you know, Amanda eats makeup. We all know it. I mean, it's just a fact. She just, you know, she puts a little on her eyes and then takes a bite and swallows it and makes it go away. It's an inside joke in our group, but she just goes through makeup fast. And so to her, these numbers seem low, and to me, these numbers seem ridiculously high. We are very curious about putting this to the test. There might be a little project coming soon, seeing, in fact, if these numbers are accurate or not, but that will be a video for another day. for today, I have given you 2 different scenarios of what a year of blush, highlighter, lip products, and eyeshadow looks like. Tell me what you think down below. Are you surprised? Do you think this amount of makeup is more than 1 year's worth of makeup? Do you think this amount of makeup is less than 1 year's worth of makeup based on your experience with using up makeup? I think these numbers are too high. Amanda thinks they're too low. What do you think? I am dying to know if you're surprised by this outcome or not, because I think that this is a little ambitious personally. For when I look at how much makeup I've used up in 2018, this seems really ambitious, particularly, well, in every category. In every category, this seems ambitious. But I had so much fun putting these scenarios together. I really could have kept going if Christmas wasn't tomorrow and I didn't have a billion other things to do, because it was so much fun putting these little scenarios together. So I'm gonna leave the info that I used for this project down below, the amount of days that I wear each of these makeup categories, and the amount of products I use each day for each makeup category, and that amount of ounces that it came to as a result of those 2 factors. So if you want to play along at home, you can just take these numbers that I have down below and add up your own makeup amounts to see what 1 year's use of makeup looks like for yourself. Sound like fun? I don't know. We're all a bunch of little math nerds secretly, so, you know, how else would you want to spend Christmas Eve other than counting makeup? Counting ounces of makeup. I mean, what could be more fun? I don't know. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.